How to create seven-figure products. Would you like to have seven-figure products that are bringing you money every single week, month, and year until the end of time? Watch this video because I'm going to show you exactly how I create my seven-figure products. And this is all coming from my new book, The Seven-Figure Machine. So this is how you too can put this in place for you and for your business, for your company. And I'm very, very excited to share this with you. Hi, I'm Dr. Noah St. John, and I'm excited to bring this transformational information to you so that you too, just like I have, just like I teach my clients, and just like I help my clients put this all in place so to make it easy and effortless for them. All right, so this is all coming from my new book, The Seven-Figure Machine. Boom, there it is. I'm going to actually share my screen right here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. Zip, bop, lip, badap, boom. Okay, there it is. Okay, so this is my new book called The Seven-Figure Machine. I'm going to be reading to you. I'm actually giving you excerpts from this book. You can go to sevenfiguremachinebook.com, get a pre-order a book right now, and get all of these awesome bonuses that you see right there on the page. It is, in fact, sevenfiguremachinebook.com. I'll put that right there in the comments. All right, I'll put that in the comments, sevenfiguremachinebook.com. All right, so let's see. In our first two episodes, I read from the introduction of this book. Then last week, I gave you my seven-figure offer secrets from this book. All right, so I read some of the highlights there of my seven-figure offer secrets. All right, so every successful business starts with a successful offer. All right, so that's where we start. Remember, everything that I do, what makes me different in this universe, right? What makes me different here in this coaching space? Very simple. I'm very systematic. I'm very step-by-step. I give you step-by-step instructions. I give you the checklist. It's all right here. It's all right here in the book. Nobody else does this. I had to pay over $500,000 to get what I'm giving you in this book for less than 20 bucks. You're welcome. Yeah, that's how we roll, baby. Okay, so let's do it. So like I said, we started with seven-figure offer secrets. We started there in the chapter 1. Chapter 2, my seven-figure product secrets. There it is. And the quote here is, marketing isn't everything, but it's the only thing. Hello. Yeah, you can be the greatest in the world. And if you don't get this dialed in, you're going to be struggling week to week. You're going to have the up and down months. You're going to just, it's going to be painful. We don't want that. All right. So let's do it. Let's get this in place right now. So seven-figure product secrets. First, specify your ideal buyer. I show you exactly how to do that. And then I walk you through how to choose which type of product to create. All right, so I'm going to walk you through my top 7 products. Now, there are hundreds of products you could come up with. Hundreds, literally hundreds. But let's keep it simple. Let's just do 7. 7-figure, 7 products. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so the first product, what do you think it is? Take a wild guess. What do you think it is? You're right. It's a book. That's the first product you should have. You really need to have a book. If you don't have a book right now, you should have a book. If you have one book, you should have another book. All right, so boom. I've written 25 books. You can see some of them back here. My books are in 18 languages across the world. So why is it so important to have a book? Why should you have a book? I don't care if you are a coach, a consultant, a speaker, if you are a plumber, if you're a wealth manager, if you're a chiropractor, if you're a Pilates instructor, whatever it is that you do, and I've helped all of the above and more. If you're a dentist, if you are a doctor, if you're a nurse, if you're in network marketing, if you're a real estate professional, I've helped all of the above and more to get their first book published. All right. Why is this so important? Well, there's many, many reasons. But think about it this way. Let's just keep it real simple. Think about it this way. Imagine if you are, let's say you're a coach, right? And there's a billion, cajillion coaches out there, right? How are they going to pick you over all the other coaches out there? Well, let's say you have a book, right? Coach A has a book. Coach B does not have a book. All other things being equal, who do you think your target market is going to buy from? Everything else being equal, of course, they're going to buy from the coach who has published a book. It's just that simple. Why? A book raises your perceived value. A book says, hey, you know what? You went through the trouble of getting your thoughts onto paper, right? You took the trouble. You made the effort to do this. There is no question that all of us, since from the time that we are born, what is one of the very first things that parents do with children, with their kids? They read. They read books. So books have a very, very high perceived value, right? Not only that, for you as the author, now you're an author. You're not just a coach. You're not just a speaker. You're not just a realtor. You're not just a wealth manager. whatever it is that you're doing, now you're a published author. Okay. Now, I am the only author in history who has had works published by Hay House, HarperCollins, Simon & Schuster, Mind Valley, Nightingale Conant, and the Chicken Soup for the Soul publisher. No other author in history has ever done that. I am in a category of one. So what does that do? Raises my value even higher. Now, I'm not suggesting that you need to do that. You don't need that, right? I didn't really plan that. That just all happened by accident. But it just so happens that I am that. I'm the only one. Nobody else has ever done that. I don't really think anybody else can do that. All right. But anyway, who cares? The point is that really raises my perceived value just by virtue of that. But guess what? You don't have to do that. You just need your first book. All right. And if you already have one, great. And we could talk about the next things that you need to do. But let's just start there. All right. So here we are. We are first thing creating a book. All right. So that's what you have to do. Now, this is, of course, an example right here. I give you tons of examples in the 7-Figure Machine book. Remember, you want to just go to 7-Figure Machine book, place your order, and then get all your great bonuses here. Just step 2, hit that button right there and get all your bonuses. Boom, over $700 worth of free bonuses, including my new 7-Figure Fast Track digital course, a $500 value where I give you even more great stuff. All right, so there it is right there. And just put your name and email and phone number. Boom, there you go. There's everything you're going to get in the book. Now, if you want to study more about what I do, go to noahstjohn.com/books. noahstjohn.com/books. There it is right there on your screen. You see it right there. noahstjohn.com/books. That's all you need to do. All right, so just go there and you see my most popular book is the Book of Afformations. Many of you know me from Afformations. Most people, 80%, that's how people find me, because of my awesome teaching of Afformations. All right. And yes, it is breakthrough. It is powerful. It is life-changing. So over 500 5-star Amazon reviews. And there you go right there. You can see some of the reviews right there. There's the Book of Afformations, and there's Millionaire Afformations. We hit #1 in personal success and spirituality, #1 in personal finance. All right. So you claim your copy there. A lot of people love that book, right? So what do you do here? You want to get those testimonials. Power Habits. Another, probably my second most popular book, Power Habits, right? And so you can see that there. All right. So that is that one there. All right. And you can just see all the rest of the books that I have. A lot of people, have bought all or most of my books, right? Power Habits of Unstoppable Self-Confidence. So those are the books in the Power Habit series. Then we have the 7-Figure Expert book, 7-Figure Chiropractor book, 7-Figure Machine, the book I'm holding right now, and the 7-Figure Life. So you see, that's my 7-Figure series. I always think in series, right? I think in series. I think in franchises, right? You don't want to necessarily, listen, you just, as I said, I'll say it a million times, you only need the one book. You don't need to do all these books like I've done. I love writing. I love it, love it, love it. So lean into what you're great at. Lean into it, right? This just happens to be something I'm great at, is writing books. All right, now, next. What do we have here? Next, product 1 is a book for all those reasons. Not product 2, online course. You absolutely want to have an online course. Why? Well, there's many reasons for this too. Now, let's talk about books. I've been talking about books, right? They're the greatest thing in the world. There's only one problem. How much does a book cost? If I ask anybody on the street, anybody in my audiences, how much does a book cost? What's the answer? Everybody's going to say, about $20, right? That's just it. That's a fixed, essential cost in most people's mind. Yeah, how much is a book? $20. Now, this book could make you millions of dollars, but I won't be able to charge you what it's worth. I can't. I cannot possibly charge you what this is worth. This is worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of dollars to you, but it's not like I can charge $1,000 for a book. I've seen people try to do it. It really just doesn't work. So that is one of the cons of a book. But when you have an online course, hello, what does an online course cost? Well, see, that could cost anything. There's no real cost for that. There's no fixed cost in the person's brain, right? So for example, I have a program called Power Habits Academy, where I teach you the power habits of unconsciously successful people. How much should that be? Right? Well, right now this costs $2,000. So what's that worth? Getting Unstuck, that's a $1,000 course, right? 7-Figure Machine, that's a $2,000 course right there. Okay. So when you go, by the way, this is shopnoahstjohn.com. If you want to go to that page, shopnoahstjohn.com. I'll put that in the comments there. All right. Shopnoahstjohn.com. Okay. You can check that out. So that's why an online course is so wonderful, because there's no real fixed ceiling. Okay. So study these, check them out, and you can see what I'm doing. Next, product 3, a 5-day challenge. These are wonderful, great challenge. And that is where you get to engage people, right? You got 5 days, you engage them. All right. We have something called the Habits Challenge, the Power Habits Challenge. You can check that out. So, there's a high engagement, there's immediate impact, and there's brand visibility. All right. Now, you do have to plan it. There's a participant commitment. And of course, you have to actually do it. But there's great, great things to be had, benefits to be had from 5-day challenges. I've done them for years and they're wonderful. All right. That's product type 3. Product type 4, a virtual event. A virtual event is an online gathering where business owners and professionals connect, learn, and engage in real time right from their computers. Why are virtual events so wonderful? Well, it's exactly right in the name. It's a virtual event. You don't have to travel anywhere. You don't have to deal with hotels. You don't have to deal with airlines. You don't have to deal with car rentals. Now, don't get me wrong. It's fun to travel. We all love traveling, right? Everybody loves to travel. But since the pandemic hit us in 2020, I remember this vividly. I've been doing this for a very long time, since 1997. I've seen it all. I've done it all. I made every mistake in the book. And the point is that prior to the pandemic, people absolutely looked down their noses at virtual event, right? I mean, my colleagues, the gurus, they just said, oh, and they essentially really made you feel bad if you didn't go to their live events. That was part of their guilt trip. They guilt tripped you into saying, if you don't go to a live event, then you're not serious about your business. That was part of their marketing spiel. Then the pandemic hit. Then what did they say? You know what? You don't need to go to live events anymore. You can do it from the comfort and safety of your own home. No kidding, right? So guess what they figured out? They all figured out when you do virtual events, it's 10 times more profitable than a live event. Why? Because you don't have all those expenses. I've hosted my own live events, and there are a ton of expenses. There's logistics. It is a pain. Now, they're great. You can't substitute a live event. You can't substitute the impact that you have with a live audience. There is no substitute. That can never be replaced. Now, of course, that the pandemic's over. Well, of course, we're doing live events again. You see this springing up everywhere. Marketers are saying, but see, what marketers did is they said, gosh, I used to do live events. I made a lot of money, but man, when I do virtual events, I make even more money. No duh, because you don't have all these expenses. So I am a huge fan of virtual events for that very reason. I love to travel, but I want to travel for fun. I want to travel with my wife. We travel everywhere or anywhere that we want, but I want to do it for fun now. All right. So I love virtual events. That's why I'm a big fan, as you can tell. Again, I have nothing against live events. I'm talking about pros and cons. Pros of live events, I just talked about. The cons of live events, I talked about. Pros of virtual events are obvious. The cons are, of course, you don't get that direct interaction. It is indirect. It is virtual. So it's up to you, the presenter, to hold your audience's attention. So yeah, it is actually harder in that sense, but logistically, 10 times easier. Product number 5, group coaching. All right. Group coaching is a wonderful format where the coach, you or me in this case, right? You have multiple clients simultaneously. So it's group coaching, exactly what it sounds like, right? So if you go to breakthroughwithnoah.com, that's right here, breakthroughwithnoah.com, you can see, and you can actually apply for coaching with me. Breakthroughwithnoah.com. Boom, there it is. Okay. So you can learn about my group coaching program, Breakthrough with Noah. All right. So here are, some examples of client successes. Now, why would people join one-on-one group coaching? Well, because of the results you get, people. Simple as that, right? Now, how do you prove that? Well, you get testimonials, you get success stories. Jenny McCarthy, Gary Vaynerchuk, Stephen Covey, all endorse me. There's where you schedule your breakthrough call, right? Brittany, 40 million in sales as a result of what I taught her. Stacy's making money in her sleep as a result of my coaching. Tim, 7-figure business doing what I love as a result of my coaching. And on and on and on and on. All right. So you want those success stories, case studies. You've got to prove it. You must prove it. Otherwise, people, it's going to be hard for them to believe you. So breakthroughwithnoah.com, right? Misty made $150,000 in 8 weeks. Mike doubled his income twice in 12 weeks. Brittany created a $40 million success story. Catherine raised over $115,000 in private money in one day. One day, $115,000. How's that for an ROI? Tim built a 7-figure home-based business in less than 2 years. Brian made $95,000 in commissions in less than 12 days. Steven's business grew 800% in 12 weeks, and on and on and on. All right, so you want to get those case studies. That's the group coaching. Now, product 6 is one-on-one coaching. All right, so if you have a system that you can help people with, you have group coaching, but then you also want to do one-on-one coaching. Should you do one or the other? I think you should do both. Why not? Right, so I do both. Here it is right here. You can go to noahmentor.com. That's noahmentor.com, right? Now, this is a highly focused and personalized approach. So this is for people who really want to spend more time with you and want that personal attention. So I have had people call me up. They read one of my books. We get on a call, and I've had people invest $100,000 in one phone call with me. After one phone call, they decided to invest $100,000. I've had other people, they met one phone call, they decided to invest $60,000 for one-on-one coaching with me. One-on-one coaching with me starts at $60,000. Why? Because I've helped people make $3 billion. That's why. And because I have a system that's been proven to work over the last 27 years. All right, so that is one-on-one coaching, noahmentor.com. And finally, done-for-you services. What is done-for-you service? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like, right? That's where you actually do the thing for your client, right? So in our case, for example, we have a book done-for-you service, right? So I've written 25 books. I'm the only author who's had works published by all those publishers I talked to you about. I've had 6-figure book deals from the world's largest publishers, and I've done self-publishing. I've done hybrid publishing. There's no one on earth who has the book experience that I do. No one. And so many people started to ask me, hey, Noah, can you help me get my book published? Right? I want to write a book. Can you help me do it? And the answer is, yeah, of course I can. All right. So that's why I decided to start product type number 7, done for you service. And that is book done for you. We also have a funnel done for you service. I've built over 200 funnels for myself and my clients over the last 8 years. Right? We use a platform called clicknoah.com. Clicknoah.com. All right. So we have a book done for you service. We have a funnel done for you service. You can just go to the website. In fact, the best way to do it is start here at breakthroughwithnoah.com and book a call with me or one of my coaches, and we can walk you through the whole process. All right. So that is it. Boom. There you go. All right. So now, of course, in the chapter on 7-figure product secrets, I walk you through exactly how to do all of these. Now, this is where a lot of people get stuck. So what questions do you have about how to create your first 7-figure product or your next 7-figure product? What questions do you have? Put your questions right here in the comment section. What questions do you have? Do you want to write a book? Do you want to write your first book? Do you want to write your next book? Do you want to have an online course? What questions do you have about online courses? Number 3, do you want to have a 5-day challenge? What questions do you have about a 5-day challenge? Do you want to have one-on-one coaching, group coaching? What questions do you have about coaching, creating your own coaching programs? And do you want to have done for you services? So type in your questions right here in the comments, and I will answer each one of them. All right. So remember, I am here in the 7-Figure Life Facebook group every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, for Wealth Wisdom Wednesdays. This is your opportunity to get coaching from me, the $3 billion man, right here on Facebook. You can ask me anything you like. All right. So make sure that you join the 7-Figure Life Facebook group. Just go to facebook.com, and type in 7-figure life as a group and just answer the questions to come in the group. But I'm here every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Wealth Wisdom Wednesdays. All right, so that is it. Those are my 7-figure product secrets. Now, remember, of course, I give you much more detail in the book, The 7-Figure Machine. Make sure you get your copy right there at 7figuremachinebook.com. Pre-order now before the bonuses go away. All right, and if you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, well, we're still going to have some great bonuses for you. So still go to 7figuremachinebook.com and get your copy right now, and make sure you claim all the bonuses that you are entitled to. All right, my 7-figure product secrets. What did you think? Leave your questions right here in the comments. For everyone here at successclinic.com, I'm Dr. Noah St. John, reminding you to keep performing, and I look forward to being a part of your success story. See you next time, everybody. Bye for now.